Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, welcome to that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I'm your sometimes, occasionally humble host, Eric, and I am joined by my beautiful co-hosts, Andrew Teedy and Michael LeBune. And we're going to have some very funny memes, but first, the trademark copyrighted part of Facebook for the Blind,
we did it first.
Depressing news.
We did it
Trademark
first.
shit.
If you're not following Facebook for the Blind for your depressing news, where could you possibly be getting your depressing news?
We're the only ones.
Yeah, only one.
We're first in depressing news.
Yep. So went and discovered some fun news today because I've been shopping for rentals and it's terribly depressing. But I did find out, the internet told me, hey, yeah, rents are bad, but they're better in Champaign than they are in New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, Minneapolis. I was like, cold comfort. But anyway, it was exhausting. $859. That is a median one-bedroom rent. $859 for one room. Here.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, and that's super cheap. My buddy I was talking to in Austin today is paying $1,200 for 600 square foot. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, that's depressing. Hey, here's a picture of Teedy's dad. It's news to me.
Okay, what's going on in this picture here is the Alaska
people in
pipeline
Alaska.
behind my family. My grandpa built that son of a bitch about 60 years ago.
Wait, you
And
talking
my
about your dad?
Huh?
Sorry, go on.
And my dad had wanted to see this thing. So my aunt, my dad, my grandma here, and my stepmom, they all went up there. And when my stepmom sent me this picture, she goes, "Believe it or not, your dad is the happiest I've ever seen him in this picture."
Oh, my God.
For those of you who can't see this picture of my dad, he looks like Gimli from Lord of the Rings, only way more pissed. And that's his default look.
Let me describe your dad.
Go for it.
Have you ever seen a man with his arms crossed? Now imagine there's a man who can do that without crossing his arms.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Fair. To be fair, my dad has had 2 strokes and he's almost 60. But yeah, that's just that.
TD sends me things in the chat and I put them into this show. That's the way it works. I don't make the rules. Actually,
I can't. I brought this on myself.
There you go. Yep.
He don't know what a podcast is. We're fine.
Yeah, it's true. We really lost a good one this week. Tina Turner. I just posted you simply the best, better than all the rest, and rest in power, Tina Turner. And I posted the picture of her in her chainmail.
Dude, close the chat. You're showing my memes.
What's your dumb fault for doing it that way? So yeah, Tina Turner. Yay. Hey, the Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes was sentenced to 18 years for seditious conspiracy in the January 6th attack. That was the guy who's got the eye patch because he shot his own eye out with a Red Ryder BB gun, and now he's going to be in prison for seditious conspiracy. So that's promising, and hopefully that's the first of many more dominoes to fall.
No, I'd like to point out real quick, that guy has an eye patch and glasses. I think if you're missing one eye and only need one lens, monocle, bud.
Ooh, I bet you in prison he'll pull a full-on Batman's penguin. I'm sure. Probably. Supreme Court slashed the EPA's ability to regulate water pollution because why would you want to do that? And as typical as happens, I was crushed because I found out that Kavanaugh sided with the liberal judges. Even Kavanaugh knew that clean water is, probably a good idea. But the other 5 conservatives were like, nope, screw it. Speaking of dumb things in the water, Jeff Bezos has a $500 million super yacht that is so big it has a support boat with its own helicopter pad and a crane and storage. His boat has another boat. Isn't that adorable? 246 feet, $500 million to build something that is just rotting. You know what I mean? Like, you know, those things aren't permanent. Anyway, I'm going to just stop. Hey, Georgia GOP chair goes full flat earth conspiracy by talking about the flat earth. Did you guys catch this? Did anybody watch this one at all, man?
No.
Holy crap, man. Super duper Southern accent, GOP party chair of the state. Okay. And she's on there just going, every store you buy a globe, there's globes everywhere. Every movie, every TV show, and the news media, you know, behind them, there's globes. Why? It doesn't make sense. I mean, you just can't argue with logic like that, man. It's the clown car, man. Speaking of a clown car in the South, Florida man was arrested with an AK-47 found near a preschool. And here's one of the funniest things. I saw this across 3 different news channels, and I tried to figure out what's going on. Why are they so concerned that a man had an AK-47 near a school? And then I realized, oh, McLean, Virginia, it was near the CIA.
Oh.
I see. Yeah, that could get you all excited. A lot of weird concerns, a lot of weird focuses on things. This guy down in Florida, I guess, launched a campaign sort of for some high office on Twitter. Didn't do so well. A lot of glitches. 2024 launch only had about 300K. So lower than a giraffe gives birth. That was for TD. With 1.2 million views of the giraffe. So, you know, which was, you can tell is much higher. And, you know, BuzzFeed makes a watermelon explode, 807,000 people, but only about 300K for this douchebag. I don't know. I was looking over in the right-wing media because I'm trying to figure out what in the hell my parents are talking about, to be honest with you. Just to give you a look, this is right-wing radio, which, by the way, is 19 of the top 20 stations in the United States with blanket coverage. These are the topics that people are listening to in radio world, which children don't even know what it means. I literally heard somebody talk about AM radio, and a kid was just like, what's that? And that's funny because number 4 on here was AM in cars, because some car company's not going to put AM radios in there anymore because the kids don't even know what they are. Anyway, it was the circle of ignorant life, and they were really irritated because it was change. Number 5, the Hunter Biden investigation, entering week 1,912, and we're going to get something out of this real soon. Just keep waiting. And then Tina Turner dying, a lot of people smashing on Joe Biden. The debt ceiling thing apparently finally got settled in some way. I'm not sure what. Jack Smith and Merrick Garland like crawled slowly towards some kind of convictionary type sort of thing. But we have a policy on this show to not talk about it until it actually stinking happens. There's a lot of boycotts going on. I was trying to pay attention to like the blind spot media and find out what the right wingers are looking at and what the left wingers are looking at. So the left wing has missed out on Kohl's facing boycott calls over LGBT plus baby clothes, and they're tripping out. They're also talking about inner city crime as the right wing always does, and the left wing misses it. And the New York Times called for more kink in Disney to remake a children's classic. I don't know. They're still upset about it being a black mermaid. We all know it's about her being black. Don't try and say it's about other crap. You never cared before. Meanwhile, on the right, they missed out on the impeachment trial of Texas Ken Paxton, which I believe is the attorney general of that state. I could be wrong. It doesn't matter, but there's no coverage of it on the right, so they're not going to hear about it. They don't hear about anything bad. The Republicans do. And Republicans have passed bills targeting elections administration in Houston. And there were also bills, somebody introduced a messaging bill just to try and make the Democratic Party illegal in their state. The right is really obsessed with a lot of weird crap. I was like scrolling through their stuff, and it was like Charlie Kirk saying, is the Bush family behind the DeSantis campaign? And Sebastian Gorka, who has a whole show called The Manhood Hour with Sebastian Gorka. The military, the left's very last target. Oh my God. The teeny tiny security that these men have. I looked up one of these right wingers just to get a perspective on this thing. And Matt Walsh, who's a right wing lunatic, back in April, he said, here's what we should do: pick a victim, gang up on it, and make an example of it. We can't boycott every woke company or even most of them, but we can pick one, hardly matters which, and target, ding, 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 it with a ruthless boycott campaign. Claim one scalp and then move on to the next. And I saw an awful lot of people who were echoing that sentiment throughout the right wing. And lo and behold, Target has been targeted for having rainbow merchandise for Pride Month. And when I went to Target with a prominent conservative in my life, she pointed out, oh, look over there, right up front. And I was like, that's the clearance from Pride. It's over. You know? And I wouldn't have even noticed it if you hadn't pointed it out. It's freaking me out. So the reason this is concerning to me is because it's riling people up into what's called stochastic terrorism. It's riling up people and getting them to go and be jerks at school board meetings and in city council meetings and going to state legislatures and doing things like in the state of Indiana. And we've heard of Indiana. I feel like it's close by. They've passed a law which was signed. It's a law. It's not a bill. The governor signed it. Librarians who violate this law could be charged with a level 6 felony and face up to 2.5 years of jail time. The school librarians are facing all kinds of unprecedented things from House Bill 1447, which has now been signed by Governor Eric Holcomb. And in the first stage of it, they banned Captain America comics. They yanked Captain America comics, you know, because remember, kids, if you share Captain America, you're sharing communism. Think about that.
Huh?
Yes, just insanity. As my buddy Steve points out, history is repeating itself. They're yanking books off the shelf, and this is what was going on in 1938 Berlin, Germany. I was trying to explain this to some prominent conservatives in my life that yes, I was taught in school that in Germany, they made the Jews scapegoats and they blamed them for disease and drugs and sexual promiscuity, and then they rounded them up. And now you just blame, I don't know, what is it this week? Mexicans, transvestites, transgenders, people with pronouns. I don't remember. I've lost track.
People with pronouns.
We always close out the fucking stories with a happy animal story to round out Facebook for the Blind news. And you're thinking to yourself, the elusive emu that appeared in Gifford and visited the grade school. What? There cannot be anything cuter than that. But no, people, it is Whale Week here on Facebook for the Blind, because whales are out in force in the San Francisco Bay Area. All along the coast, Sausalito is reporting ungodly amounts of whale activity, which people are saying indicates a very healthy change in the ocean. When do you hear that? That's insane. Healthy oceans, whales feeding, humpbacks. And that's not even all, because even better, a suspected Russian-trained spy whale. Yes, spy whale. And if you think you can get a better episode title than the spy whale episode, you're going to have to really freaking try tonight, boys. Yep. Vladimir, alleged Russian spy whale, apparently the Russians have trained all kinds of porpoises and beluga whales and other dolphins and things to be spies. And this guy showed up with a harness on him labeled from St. Petersburg. And they were like, probably one of those Russian spy whales. So they took the thing off. Anyway, he's come back and he's swimming around. And you're like, oh my God, Eric, no way. You've incorporated an action thriller, James Bond, aquatic, animal story closer. Nothing could possibly get any better than this. Oh, but wait, there's more. Because Gladys the killer whale and her gang of orcas are out for revenge in Gibraltar.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a hell of a headline.
Killer whales apparently can learn behavior. And Gladys said, hold my beer, boys. Let me show you how it's done. And convinced at least 3 or 4 other whales to wreck ships. Apparently, White Gladys has been traumatized and is now seeking revenge with her crew. Severe damage from Thursday's encounter. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. That is a lot of anger issues. That is a lot of, I want you to tell me about your father, Gladys. Something's going on here. But
that picture of all those whales attacking, you know where you don't get lots of whales attacking? When you're biking in the Midwest. That's why we don't go in the water, folks. There's monsters out there. East
Central Illinois does have its own form of shark repellent built right in. And that pretty much concludes the news for May 30th, 2023 from Facebook for the Blind. Now, handing it off to my beautiful co-host, Quiet Michael Labune, with a nice long round.
All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Here comes my nice long round one. Starting with Anarcho Spirituality, friend of the show, Anarcho Spirituality.
Hey, buddy.
Follow them. They're retweeting Isaac Marion's big words. And it's a picture of a side of a bus. And it says, please give blood. And in between the word please and give, there's a picture of a little boy standing out in a field with his arms outstretched, his eyes closed, and his head and his face pointed toward the heavens. It says, please give blood. And Isaac says, let it pour from the heavens, that hot, dark rain. Bathe me in red. I will drink the wine of their sacrifice. It is a weird, it's a weird picture to put with this
there is a fountain filled with blood.
I threw this one in because it reminds me of our good friend of the show, friend of mine, Jordan Hall.
Oh yeah.
He's got like a real loosey-goosey 15 minutes on cicadas. But Joe at What's Joe says the first cicada of the season just walked itself right into my fire pit. 13 years underground, looked at the world and said, nope.
No, I can respect that.
History for the Witty 2.0 is a picture of Jesus talking to God. Jesus says, Dad, it's been more than 2,000 years. Don't you think I should show myself? God says, fine, but you can only appear on burnt toast, dog butts, and Cheetos. History for the Witty 2.0 again. This time there's a picture of a knight sitting, looking sad on a fence and wearing chainmail and helmet and everything. It says, when she tells you she's not into middle-aged guys.
Yeah.
Because he's from the Middle Ages.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all have heard about Taylor Swift. A lot of controversy this week. It turns out that her boyfriend is like a known racist or something. I haven't really been following it, but The Onion has. They have a picture of Taylor Swift here with the headline, fans speculate who Taylor Swift might be talking about in new song, quote, my weird little racist guy.
Oh, shit.
The Onion again. Picture of Ron DeSantis talking into a microphone with the headline, Florida bans men from becoming nurses. Aquarius.feels, you're not my friend. You read my diary and I don't appreciate it. There's a picture of Steve Harvey smoking a cigar, looking at a phone with a sort of displeased look on his face. And it says, it says Aquarius, me watching what's about to be a missed call. Memes. Friend of the show, Memes.
Oh, hey,
if
Memes.
you're not following Memes, you should follow Memes.
Yeah.
So it says it's a picture of Kanye West and his new wife. That's right, new wife.
Wow, didn't know about that.
And it says Kanye got himself his own Pete Davidson, and I'll be damned if Kanye's wife doesn't have a striking resemblance to Pete Davidson.
Oh my God, that's creepy.
It's weird. I never knew I needed to see a Pete Davidson with very large sweater puppets.
Wow, you got away with words, Didi.
That's what I do, man.
Well, my
maturity peaked in 6th grade.
You're just gonna have to take our word for it. This is it looks like Kanye West found a Pete Davidson with no tattoos and a woman's body. This the way. Yeah, weird. I can't. It's really, really strange.
It's very weird.
Wes at Blunder Chief, friend of the show, Wes at Blunder Chief. He wants us to know that someone applied an update to the "You're My Butter" half mural in Austin, and there's a picture of bread, and it says "You're My," and there's a picture of butter, and it used to say butter, or butter half. It used to say "You're my butter half," but someone has evidently changed the words on the butter, and so now it says "You're my butthole."
I think that's hilarious.
You're my butthole. Robert Canfield at RobbieCan81 says a high school reunion, but instead of classmates, it's all your favorite coworkers you've had from past shitty jobs throughout your lifetime. And holy fuck, that would be awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That would be so good, dude. Wherever
Be.
those people are, God bless you. I think I have like 2 more memes for this round. Any something at Cannability, but like cannabis Cannability, says, I hate knowing that not only could every renter buy a house, every renter actually is buying a house. We're servicing a home loan, we're covering rates, and we're paying for repairs. We just don't get to keep the house. Someone else does because they had capital and we didn't.
Oh,
yep.
God.
Yep. That's what capitalism means. I wonder if people know that.
It's exactly what it means.
I thought
Sarah
we'd already
Ellis
done the depressing news.
I know, but
It happens.
it's over now, TD. I thought I was being clever, putting the litter box on wheels so I could slide it out from under the stairs. But I have inadvertently created a Mad Max-esque vehicle, which my cat uses to roll around the house, dragging himself with his front paws the entire time, shitting. And I think this is my last one for this round. It is Brent Terhune, friend of the show, Brent Terhune at Brent Terhune. Go see him. He's on tour. We love you, Brent. His special's on Amazon. Got a picture here of what's this guy's name? He used to be the vice president. They wanted to kill him.
Pence.
Mike Pence. Yeah, thanks, TD. You're from Indiana. This picture
Dude,
of
it's
Mike
so
Pence
funny. My
sitting
first
on
thought was Hangman. Science.
Mike Pence is sitting on a motorcycle wearing some Bugle Boy jeans, it looks like, and he's got his cut on over his golfing polo, and he's smiling at the camera. And Brent Terhune submits this with the caption: the back of his vest says, "If you can read this, mother fell off."
Oh, fuck.
That's all I got for my big long round one. Off to you, TD.
I just want to state that I'm ashamed to admit 3/4 of my family voted for him for governor of Indiana.
Oh, man.
Wow, man. I thought the depressing news was over.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's behind us now, man.
On this show,
Thanks,
it's never over. It's just
We're first.
But you know what? But you know what ends quickly. TD's world famous, often imitated, never duplicated. World famous, often imitated, never duplicated. Short round 1. Now with premature finish. All right. No, it's always had a premature finish. Just ask my ex and my current. Okay. We'll lead this off here with a little bit of a somber note. Chad Williams, friend of the show, just wants to remind us that 7 years ago, a couple of days ago, Harambe was taken out because some mother couldn't watch her fucking crotch goblin. Never forget, 5/28/16, Harambe. We love you, buddy. Dicks out for Harambe.
Wow.
Moving on. Friend of the show, Andrew Titi. I've heard of him. I posted this about a week ago. It says, I don't want your life. I just want your dignity. I never wish death upon anyone who wrongs me. I wish for sudden explosive diarrhea while stuck in traffic with frequent sneezes.
Whew.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't
Fucking
piss me
barfed
off,
in my
man.
hat on the way to work one time. I was so
What's-
hungover.
Yeah, boy. I believe that.
I got to work. They were like,
truly
Labune,
believe-
where's your cover? I was like, I can't wear it.
Wow.
I'll take the punishment. All right, moving on. Friend of the show, the nerd community. It's a conversation, and it starts off with the Joker from Batman going, "What? Oh yeah, of course Bruce Wayne is Batman. I mean, obviously, right?" The rest of the villains are just like, "What? Joker? Wait, you mean you guys didn't know? I figured it out like the first day." Penguin, you're joking, right?
Oh crap! Sorry.
Joker's like, now Penguin, you will know when I am joking. Seriously, no one else figured it out? No one? Just me? You guys are dumbasses. Riddler pinching the bridge of his nose. Okay, so if Bruce Wayne is Batman and you knew this the whole time, why not just kill Bruce Wayne? Joker, as serious as a heart attack. Because I'm not fighting Bruce Wayne. I'm fighting Batman. Obviously. Riddler, God damn it, I hate you so much, Joker. So fucking much. I could literally taste how much I hate you.
That's awesome.
That whole conversation makes perfect sense to me.
Fan fiction is the best part of the internet, I think.
Oh God, I love it. I truly do. Moving on. Friend of the show, Baking While Baked. That's the show, Baking While Baked, the show where I make delectable baked goods full of sugar and spice while I'm full of herb and feeling nice. Friend of the show, Baking While Baked, at Couchman Bakes on Twitter. Please give me a follow. Post a sign of a mile marker 419.99 because when you're absolutely tired of your damn 420 mile marker sign getting stolen, you post this shit.
Wow.
This has happened in a few different states now. People have gotten tired of their 420 markers getting stolen, so they've improvised.
That is hilarious. Well done.
Yeah.
Sign makers.
Friend of the show, once again, Andrew TD. I did a lot of shit here recently. I posted this picture of a cat. It's a 2-panel. Like in the first one, the cat's kind of like standing on the edge of a car window, just kind of looking. And the next one, he's got his mouth agape, looking very thrilled and very happy. And I said, this represents Labune's favorite TD, Mary TD, my wife, every time we pass the cattle pasture. And sure enough, that's what the picture says. Me when I see cows while driving somewhere. First picture, very calm. Second picture, oh my God, cows!
Dude,
I'm just as bad. I can't say shit.
I took my 10-year-old to Chicago this past weekend, and every time we passed a park, she went, "Bark!" like a dog.
That's fucking funny. Because yeah, I totally pictured a golden retriever when you did that.
Dude, that's her spirit animal, clearly.
I was going to say, is she one of them golden retriever kids?
Yep.
Gotcha. I know. Okay. Moving on. Papa Wolf and Krampus posted 2-panel here of Picard and Riker. And Picard's going, yesterday I spotted an albino Dalmatian. And then the next panel, Riker's got his hand in his face because Picard's going, it was the least I could do for him. I spotted an albino Dalmatian.
Shut the fuck up.
Dad.
I had to read it twice myself.
That's funny, man. Oh my God.
All right, next up, friend of the show, Canadian Fletchy. He just goes, yep. Stuntman on TV. Don't try this at home. Me sitting on the couch eating out of a 5-pound bag of M&Ms. Okay. No worries there, buddy. Yep, I'm fine. And here we go, finishing up my world famous short round run. Friend of the show, OG founder George H. Crookshank. Love you, George. He reposts from Pleated Jeans, who reposts from Big Nick Let's Go. And it's the famous, well, I'll tell you what it says first. Worst thing about AI is that future generations won't believe that this photo of Fabio getting hit in the face by a goose on a roller coaster is real. And if you remember back in the mid 90s, he was doing this promo thing. He had all these girls dressed like little Greek ladies, and they went on this roller coaster, and him and a goose collided, and then the goose exploded all over Fabio and his lady friends. And I think it also fucked his nose up. And yeah, the sad part is, yeah, with AI now, I don't know if this is real or not.
That shit's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Fuck Fabio. And that's my world famous, often imitated, never duplicated short round one. Over to you, Sizemore.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Friend of the show, Jamie Mattis, passes along. This one says, security at every level of the airport is insane until you get to the baggage claim. Then it's like, yeah, take whatever bag you want.
Oh, God, that's so true.
Right? Kind of funny. How'd that happen? This is from friend of the show, Antonio Aguilar. Do you guys remember Antonio from back in like some? I love Antonio. He's good. He posts this picture of a car parked outside of Whataburger that is covered in anime. I didn't even know this was a thing you could do. There are little anime figures about 6 inches, 8 inches tall all over this car. Let me clarify, actually, all anime women. I'm actually now noticing these are all anime women. Every last one of them. Got to be about, I don't know, 100 some. They're on the windshield. They're around the windows. They're everywhere. Anyway, man, I've just freaking died when I saw that. And then he posted, caption, hey, save some pussy for the rest of us.
What's funny is if you notice, he doesn't go below a certain point. He cares more about the stickers than he does the paint job of his car, because that's the area where gravel hits the most.
It was so funny. Then his first comment said that car is being driven by a 28-year-old Mexican to Antonio, and he's just like, nah, white lady, actually.
Yeah.
Oh God. Hey, it was Memorial Day this weekend, and the conversation is them. Are you free this Memorial Day weekend? Me, I'm free every weekend. Because he has a red, white, and blue hairdo with white and red stripes in his mullet and white stars on a blue fuzzy background.
I want to say, don't disrespect that man by calling that a hairdo. That is a wonderfully cut mullet.
Yep. You free this Memorial Day weekend? I'm free every weekend. Proud to be an American. Friend of the show. Actually, I don't, you know what? Not quite friend of the show, stranger of the show, but I like the cut of his jib. Give me a sign. Passes along this picture of a license plate, and it's a vanity plate that says eat the, but Virginia's plates say Virginia kids first. So it reads pretty clearly, eat the kids first. And the poster says, I mean, I know you could take a very wrong turn in Virginia, but wow. Not bad. Hey, friend of the show, Milagro. You remember catching Milagro up at the Blind Pig, did some open mics, doing a good job. Friend of the show, good to see you. She's passed along the Afro Buddha with this warm fuzzy here. This is a picture from Keokuk. It says, in the same lifetime, he watched his father pick cotton, but also got to see his granddaughter star in a multi-million-dollar Disney film as the lead. And look at those faces there.
Wow.
His grandfather with the Disney lead right now, in a single lifetime. And that is just it gives me goosebumps. It just gives me goosebumps, man. This next one's from the Mind Unleashed. If you're not following the Mind Unleashed, you are missing out. Picture from the 1950s, some people around a pool. Dad is throwing the kid into the pool. He's throwing him through the air. And the kid's saying, Dad, I can't swim. And Dad says, not with that attitude.
That's how I was taught to swim.
This is just awesome. I was talking to both of my kids about the meaning of memento mori, because it played a very big part in a series of unfortunate events. And I got to explain to my 10-year-old that memento mori is actually the style that is the aesthetic of Wednesday and Wednesday Addams, and the Addams family as a whole is memento mori. And then this popped up, and I got to text this to my 17-year-old, and I said, "This is a whole memento mori house. It's a 2-story skull around the front of a house. I want this so bad. Look at that thing. I don't know where it is. I got no idea. It's just a cool house with teeth around the front, like bay window, and your upstairs windows are going through the eye holes and nose holes. And wow,
We could throw a killer party in that thing.
Oh my God. Or just lock the doors and stare out the window with a pointed stick and just dare people.
That'd be fun too.
I know you want to come in my house. You can't. It's mine. I don't know.
No, I'd like jump out from behind something and bang on the window and go, "Let me out, let me out, let me out."
Oh man, good stuff. Tons of fun. Invite kids in and say, "All right, pound on the window."
Yes.
I'll flicker the lights. You pound on the window when people walk by. This next is a picture from the end of the Planet of the Apes with the Statue of Liberty and the horse and the woman, but this man is holding a photograph of that in front of an actual beach, and it says Point Doom, Malibu, circa 3978, I'm told. Wish you were here. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if you're following the sci-fi timeline, but apparently in future America, we move the Statue of Liberty to Malibu. This is from America's cultural decline into idiocy, acquaintance of the show, with a fresh tattoo that reads in font, Metallica. Yeah,
oh no.
Wow. Love me some Metallica. What do you call that kind of a stamp across your shoulders like that?
Dipshit passport.
Okay. All right. I was thinking it'd have some cool tape.
Long.
Huh?
Tramp stamp is like tramp stamp is like wow, tramp stamp, you know?
Tramp stamp's lower back. There's a very clear geography.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we need something snappy.
Yeah. How about prison number? Your prison number tattoo.
Do we want to? That's first of all.
That's when they tattoo the boobies on the shoulder blades.
Too German.
Okay. No clue, but yeah, baby, I love me some Metallica.
I like. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to talk too much shit because I'm definitely going to end up with a tattoo across just right after my tramp stamp, which I do have a pretty sick plan for. But anyway.
All right, moving on. No crap buttons. The Laughing Librarian, friend of the show, Laughing Librarian. If you're not following Laughing Librarian, you are missing out. Passes along this microscope zoomed in photograph of a black ant on a leaf, and it says a single ant can live to be 29 years old. The response is, what about a married one?
Half that time.
7 weeks.
Friend of the show, making a second appearance, Moist Buddha, posts this classic mix-up. JK said, "What's an orgasm?" To which V replies, "When you fold up paper to look like birds and shit." And Jimin says, "That's oregano, bitch." I believe that constitutes the end of my perfectly naturally lengthed round one. Back to you.
All right,
Mr. Michael.
Here comes the ill reverend round with a nasty number 2.
Mr. Michael.
Here comes the ill reverend round with a nasty number 2. Wow. Okay, this is well, it's Hellfraiser is what it is. It's a picture of Frasier made to
Oh.
look like a pinhead.
That's funny. Like the box motif.
Oh yeah, Minnesota today became the 23rd state to legalize recreational marijuana.
Woohoo!
And
Said it before and I'll say it again. I'm so happy we have a reason to visit Minnesota.
Yes.
finally, a reason to visit, you dick. April Ajoy at April Ajoy R says it's been fun finding God in the places that the church told me not to look. I like that.
Ah, interesting.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get some Christian stuff here. Taddy Mason at no_goblin says, I love how the Bible is abundantly clear that rich people will go to hell, and everyone just kind of ignores that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, the Hard Times is reporting that New Age hippie chick from college is a New Age fascist chick now.
Oh no.
So true.
No,
Kevin
God.
Sorbo, this goes into like the category of like a broken clock is right twice a day, or like you got the right answer but you got there the wrong way, or whatever. Kevin Sorbo, who is not a friend of the show, enemy of the show.
Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo, blue check kind of a fucking pays $8 for it kind of a guy. He tweets, if Jesus preached back then the way pastors preach today, he wouldn't have been crucified. And like,
Wow.
yeah, that's really true. If Jesus was like, Hail Caesar,
Yeah.
you're the only one who can save us. I'm like, we need to pray for Caesar. Yeah, I completely fucking agree. He never would have been crucified, you dumb bitch. Like, what is it that he thinks he's saying here? He thinks that, like, what does he want? He wants Jesus to have been like, I don't know, loud about not believing in COVID or something. Anyway, moving on.
Weird.
Oh, this is the Hard Times again. Reporting that a conservative man is boycotting Chick-fil-A and Bud Light. He's now technically fasting.
Wait, I thought the conservatives love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're boycotting it now. I don't know, man.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
hell?
My mother told me about Bud Light, and I asked you to try and figure out why is she talking to me about Bud Light. I'm like, you don't even drink the beer.
How does she have a dog in that fight?
I know. I was like, how is this? It's a transgender agenda. I don't know.
So, Petey, why don't you read this one for me?
God, I hate you. Okay, no drag show will ever be as damaging to a child as this was. And this is not the first time Labune has made me describe this picture. It is Atreyu from freaking Never Ending Story with that goddamn horse in the fucking swamp of sorrow, and the horse is going down. You know what the fuck part I'm talking about. And I get pissed at Labune every time you make me describe this shit. I'm still in therapy for it. God damn it.
Yeah, it's real sad. This is an actual picture.
Wow, that was a really good Loki you just did there. Yes, very sad.
Yes, move it. Yes, very sad.
Yes, very sad.
I'm the god of mischief.
This is a real picture with the headline, Farmers, quote unquote, arrest the sheriff for trying to evict a woman from her farm on behalf of the insurance company in Michigan, 1952.
Wow.
There's a sign that says, this is exempt property from seizure. This is a widow's homestead. Yeah,
we need
how far
more
we've
of that
come.
shit.
That's what, more of those kinds of farmers, please.
Fuck. Yeah.
This, I'm skipping this one. This says, Dan Bongino says, Biden is a disgrace to humankind, an embarrassment to the human race in every respect.
What the shit?
I know. Stephen King, friend of the show, Stephen King. Yes, that Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
Replies, yes. But Biden has a real job, not a podcast. This fucking guy replies, "Yeah, you're right. Millions of listeners a day on a podcast while you're watching porn in your mama's basement, yearning for the days that people actually gave a shit about your dumb ass. Nice comeback, dipshit. Get a job, loser." This fucking guy. So Patton Oswalt retweets the whole conversation and says, "Hey, author of 64 books that have sold more than 350 million copies. I have a podcast. Feel lazy yet?"
Come at me, bro.
I love Patton Oswalt.
Jesus Christ.
I think I have one more for this round. That's right. Just a picture of like, I don't know what game this is. Minecraft kind of a game, very, very, very like 8-bit looking. And it says Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion. That's it for my round 2. Back to you, TD.
Again with the horse, dude, every time. All right. I'm still in therapy from that shit when I was like 6.
Yeah, you got to respect Michael's commitment to the traumatizing bit, though.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to do this. Every time that fucker hits me with a dad joke, I got that horse meme in my back pocket. All right. Let's see if I have any dad jokes for
Hey, what, Michael,
this second round here. Shall we? Let's.
This is why Facebook for the Blind does not offer our employees health insurance. Okay, that's why. It's you.
That and the fact that we're
Nope, it's Michael's fault. I have spoken.
Okay, fair enough. Friend of the show, friend of mine, Matthew Quasbar, repost from Sarcasm Society here. And it says, when you tell your kid to stop running and they fall because they don't listen, it's a picture of a billboard with 2 cheesy injury attorneys going, "Injured? Good."
What? Oh, shit.
Michael knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Serves you right.
Moving on. Catman's and anti-capitalistic treehouse of solidarity. And if you're not following Catman's anti-capitalist treehouse of solidarity, what the fuck's wrong with you, bitch? All right. It's got a picture of Worf from Star Trek, played by the actor Michael Dorn. It says the Confederacy only lasted 5 years. Michael Dorn played Worf for 15 years. That means Worf is a bigger part of our history, and we should build statues of him. And I'm all for taking on some of these statues and replace them with Worfs.
Nice. Sure.
That'd be badass.
I'm good.
World of Punters, friend of the show, friend of mine, friend of Michael's. World of Punters, and it says it's just this picture of a guy and a girl like at a press conference, and the girl is looking very longingly like she wants to get her a piece of this dude in this blue shirt here. It says, "Get you someone who looks at you the way this woman looks at the guy who killed a mountain lion with his bare hands last week." And someone else has commented, "Looks like his cougar problems are far from over." Because she is, she's middle-aged. It's good.
Dang.
I mean, but she looking at him the same way I look at like cheeseburgers. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I just gotta say, the format of this meme tells me that human beings need more people to look at them. Jesus.
Yeah.
How are we so bad at this as a species?
Have you met us? We suck.
Look at me. How are we fucking that up?
Again, have you met us? We suck.
Fair enough.
I have no hope for our future, guys. Just letting that be known. Moving on. And fucking ray of sunshine. The Geeks, Nerds, and Dorks group post a picture of comedian and actor Dave Coulier from Full House back in circa early 90s when he's got that stupid Mr. Hedgehog or Mr. whatever the fuck that was, Mr. Woodchuck. That's what that asshole's name was, puppet. And it says, "I'm still processing that Dave Coulier made Alanis Morissette lose her goddamn mind. If you remember that song, she also gave him head in a movie theater."
Listen, I have a theory here that Dave Coulier fucks. Like, I just saying. I know he doesn't look like it, but I think maybe this guy, like, I'm just saying.
Well, he's worked. I guess he's never worked a dirty set. He's worked clean for over 40 years. He's got to get that repressed sexual energy out somehow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he fucks.
He'd be hitting. I'm just saying, this guy, like you can just look. All I'm really trying to say is that he had a huge impact on the music of the 1990s. I guess like.
All I'm gonna say is, that fucker's got a sex dungeon.
You both are telling everybody that you've thought a lot about Dave Coulier.
Yes.
I've already told everybody that. This is not.
It's on my blog. It's on my MySpace. It's everywhere.
It's on my old Zanga.
My GeoCities account. It's on tripod.
Look, we talked about it in my Sims chat room. Okay, moving on.
I started a whole subreddit.
There you go. Michael, why don't you read this one for me, please?
World of Punters. Oh no. Says knock knock. Who's there? Haiku. Unsuspecting son. Dad waiting with bated breath. That's the perfect trap. God, I hate it so much.
It's a fucking haiku. Knock knock.
It's a haiku.
Oh. That warmed my heart. I'm like, I can't wait for Michael to read that. He's gonna be so pissed. I don't even think Michael's ever been mad at me for all these. I think he's just really disappointed, which is way worse. All right, moving on.
I've never been mad at either of you until this haiku.
Nice. Friend of the show, Kristen Unakis. She reposts History for the Witty 2.0, and it's an old, just an old bound book. It says Coal Dust on the Fiddle, and someone has commented, and other old timey names for STDs.
Whoa!
Coal dust on the fiddle. Pretty sure that's some kind of rash. All right. Maybe even fungal infection. I'm not quite sure. Movie Web, friend of the show, Movie Web. So it posts a picture of actress Emilia Clarke. She played Khaleesi on the dang Daenerys Targaryen on the dang Game of Thrones. And it says fans are disappointed the actor who plays Daenerys Targaryen isn't actually blonde, because next to the picture of her as Daenerys Targaryen is just a picture of Emilia Clarke in regular every day. She's, brunette and got short hair and doesn't really look like she does in Game of Thrones. Well, someone commented, well, wait till they find out the dragons ain't real.
Nice.
All right, moving on. Bulletproof and the Fool, hashtag BPTF, says, how was everyone's Friday? And it says, it's just a picture, and it says, me, I got paid today. Bills, I got paid today. And it's Debo from the movie Friday.
That's
you
my
actor, Tiny Zeus Lister.
I got paid today.
That's my bike today. Yeah.
What chain? Yeah, what chain? All right, moving on. Why don't you go ahead and read this one for me too, there, Laboon?
Here I come. Nerdy memes. Oh no. They're at a grocery store. Bottle of Thai style green curry sauce next to a bottle of Thai style red curry sauce. So it says green curry, red curry, and they're holding up a phone with a picture of Tim Curry. Green curry, red curry, Tim Curry.
I found this one of my Facebook memories about a week ago. I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, that's the one.
I do want to point out that Tim Curry is $2.78, while the other curries are $1.98.
Because he is the superior curry.
You get a brand. It's a brand. It's all branding.
It's all branding, man.
Yeah.
That's how it works these days.
Pay more for the bottle.
Right. Next up here, I believe, yes, this is the last one I have for round 2 here. I posted this about a year ago. Just got kicked out of a karaoke bar for singing Danger Zone 5 times. Apparently I exceeded the maximum number of logins attempts. Yeah, come on. Yeah, you like that one, Levine. You laugh before you shook your head, fool. All right, that is.
I can feel both things.
Fair enough. That is my world famous round 2. Now with Retson, over to you, Simon.
There was so many fun things that happened this week, man. Did you guys see that that HBO Max dropped the HBO from the first part of it, and then Peacock hilariously roasted HBO Max because they were like, "Yeah, we're cool enough. We didn't have to drop the first part of our name." Peacock. Like the corporations are getting sassy. They're getting all like sassy these days.
I know. Is it wrong that I want to work for some corporation's Twitter account? Like that's my goal now.
That's crazy.
It's Gen Z. Gen Z is in the workforce now. That's what we're seeing.
Dude, yeah.
Ads are funny again. Yeah.
They're just like, look, man, Trump was president. People like a bully. Be a dick. Be a dick. Embrace your inner 7th grader. The Mind Unleashed, making a second appearance in the show, reposts Donnie Sapphire, says, I'm just trying to have a nice time despite knowing facts and information.
No shit.
Yeah,
All fucking order these days.
I am there. Very much there. Moist Buddha, making a 3rd appearance in the show with a conversation, says, what's the lowest
Keeping it moist.
take? Yeah, huh?
I
What'd
said
you say?
keeping it moist.
Keeping it moist.
Buddha.
I thought you were doing a voice request there. It was like a conversation with a voice request. Do a voice. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Scottish voice for Michael. What's the lowest you'll take? Lowest I'll go is $700. How about 200? Sure, why not? Okay, where do you want to meet? 101 Main in Burlington in about 10 minutes. Sounds good. Hey, I'm here. Cool. Head inside. Into the comedy club? Yeah, then head up on stage and tell your jokes to somebody else. Well played. Well played. Friend of the show, Jason Brown. Actually, real friend of the show for like once, literally, actually. Reposts cheerful nihilism. And it's a 3-panel of a guy reading a book. It says, my brain feels like it accidentally got defrosted and then put back into the freezer. That's the caption. So, like, you know, an epiphanal moment. The man is reading a book that says, how to stop stressing about tasks. Complete the tasks. And then he's crying. Jason captions it. First of all, how dare you?
Yeah, right.
What do you mean telling me how to accomplish that? Bastards. All right. Stephanie Kelton passing along this fun little fact. It's a map of the world, and every country in the world is gray. And then there's a tiny little red spot in Northern Europe and Scandinavia, marked Denmark. And then there's the United States in red. And it says the only 2 countries in the world that have debt limits. The United States and Denmark have legal caps on their money. But Denmark's limit is actually set so high that it's essentially a formality and will never be crossed. So just a reminder of who the stupidest fucking country in the fucking world is. Sorry, it just, I don't know. You know, there's a reminder here from me that I passed along from Spiritual Human that says, if you ever need me, I'm always just 3 missed calls and 4 text messages away.
So fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up my normal human-lengthed round 2 with this one from Don't Tell Me How to Live My Meme. Oh, that link didn't work. Oh, that sucks. Salesman slapping the water heater says, slaps the top of the water heater says, with this bad boy, you can cry on the shower floor for 45 straight minutes.
They get me one for a solid 60 minutes. I might be interested in a new water heater.
I love the salesman slapper, man. This bad boy here. Get yourself a pair of these bad boys. talking serious. All right. And that was the end of my round 2 thing. Back to you, Michael. Thing. Back to you, Michael.
Here we go with the penultimate round, round 3.
Oh,
Starting off with Fake News Network. Kafka-esque at Metal Gear Obama, friend of the show at Metal Gear Obama. He retweets a news headline from KTLA who says, older couple brutally attacked at Elton John concert. That's right, an older couple was brutally attacked at Elton John concert. Kafka-esque says, stay out of the fucking pit then. The Elton John mosh pit. Here's the classic, like, big muscular dog next to the little wimpy dog. The big muscular dog is labeled plants outside, and he says, concrete, cozy. Then it says plants at home. The little wimpy dog says, is this tap water? I'm allergic. Rebecca Hazelton retweets Jack McGarry. Jack McGarry says, oh no, I'm sorry. Rebecca Hazelton says, everyone dies one day. Everyone, even wolves, but not books, not words. Words don't die. A quote from my son, 3 years old, who is a lot smarter than I am.
Wow,
Jack McGarry replies, oh, fuck off, Rebecca. He did not say that. I've actually seen like a lot of different versions of that. I think that might be the OG. Anyway, Mason Meninga, a friend of the show, friend of mine, Mason Meninga, he says, broke, interpreting the Genesis 1 creation story literally. Woke, interpreting what Jesus said about the rich literally.
Yeah. Oh, dude, send that one to me.
Yeah, will do. I already have, actually. I've sent it with all of History for the Witty 2.0. Friend of the show, History for the Witty 2.0. This is a hat trick for them, this show. This is a third time in 3 rounds they're here. It says when your Wi-Fi is down for 10 minutes. And it's a picture of the family from Little House on the Prairie. That is what it feels like.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Dracula's House of Halloween has a picture of like the woods, pretty trees and shit. It says, there are times I miss you so much. I wish I could remember where I hid your body.
Oh! That's fun.
Lousy Drawings for Good People. Friend of the show, Lousy Drawings for Good People. If you're not following Lousy Drawings for Good People, question, what kind of drawings are you getting for good people? Because not lousy ones. Right? Here's a picture of a lousy looking dog. It really looks like a potato with a hat. And this particular dog is wearing boots and spurs and has a very pronounced butthole. And it says, and it's sad and it's crying. This sad potato, butthole, boot wearing, cowboy hat, dog potato says, they always say yee haw, but never ask how ye.
What the fuck?
Trash Can Paul. Y'all thought I was going to forget about Trash Can Paul. Trash Can, I can never forget about you. We love you.
I did.
Never, ever, 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 ever.
That's exactly what I thought.
Picture. This is a picture of a Eastern European looking douchey kind of. Looks like he works on Wall Street. I don't know. He looks like
a diehard villain.
Yeah, kind of. But brunette, and it says trade offer. I get $500. You get not stabbed. Anarcho Spirituality, friend of the show, Anarcho Spirituality, retweeting Adam Sirius at Brown Tweetin. Is 911. What's your emergency? Me. There's a really loud fight next door. 911 says, we'll send a narcissist with anger issues and a gun.
Oh!
Me. Oh my God. Thank you. All right. Only 3 more with the penultimate round. Trash Can Paul. He's back again. This time he says, who said romance is dead? And we see a text conversation. She says, what's my name in your phone? He says, baby girl, heart emoji. She goes, oh my God, I love you. And then we look up at what her name is in his phone, and it's Luigi with tits.
Oh, fuck.
I have so many questions.
Eric, will you read this one for me?
Certainly, I would be happy to do that. That would be fun for me to do with my screen on the computer. We have a cat in a library who is up on the counter, standing on top of a ladder. He's got his front paws up there. He's standing up. Hey, excuse me, Ms. Librarian. Do you have any books on world domination or how to grow your own catnip?
Yeah, that's exactly what a cat would look for in a library.
I'll be here bathing
my-
while you bring it to me.
Exactly. My last meme for the penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most. Anarcho spirituality is back. This time with a repurposed porn meme. I believe this is Riley Reid. And it says, when I see someone displaying positivity, and in this screen grab, Riley Reid is saying, oh, fuck yeah, spread it.
Bro.
Spread positivity. What? You don't like spreading positivity? Okay, evidently.
Considering I shook my head yes when you asked if that was Riley
Pro-negativity.
Reid, you should know I know way too much about that meme.
You're like, I know about the positivity.
I know who that is. Hey Reid, you should know I know way too much about that meme.
You're like, I know about the positivity.
I know who that is. I know what she spread.
I'm
All
in
right.
club. I'm on her OnlyFans. I know what's up. Oh God. All right.
All right. Well, once again, let's wrap this up, shall we, with my round 3. I.e. the shit I have left over. Friend of the show, Jason Jester post. Now, Labune and I, we're both veterans. I'm sure we had someone thank us yesterday on Memorial Day, even though our holiday is in November. People mean well, but shit happens.
Mm.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, I was saying, wait till I kick. You won't have to wait long. I've already had a heart surgery once. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, but Jason Jester posted a picture that says, thank you for your, hey, wait a minute, because it's a older gentleman wearing the typical veteran hat. But if you look closely, that don't say World War II, Vietnam, Korea, Desert Storm, none of that shit. No. This is a strip club veteran. I want to know where the fuck he got that hat, because I need it. My hat collection will not be complete until I have a strip club veteran hat. Thank you very much. If you're looking for, hey, my birthday's in about 4.5 weeks. If you're looking for a gift idea, right there, folks. All right, moving on. I thought it was funny and fuck. Internet Hall of Fame, friend of the show, Internet Hall of Fame. Just post this thing that says, hey man, do you dry your face off after a shower with the same towel you use to dry off your balls, or do you have a separate ball towel? And latest internet reference comments, you start with the face and then head on down. The towel forgets everything by the next day.
That's brilliant, dude. Moist Buddha, sticking with the towel theme, also posted this meme.
Oh, there you go. Moving on. Papa Wolf and Krampus, second appearance this week. Post a picture of some like Star Trek cosplayers, but they're not at a Comic-Con. And he just says, I think, I'm sorry, but the idea of Star Trek cosplayers walking around a Renaissance fair like time travelers will always be hilarious and amazing to me. And I think that's fucking great. That should be every Ren fair, just a group of like Star Trek fans just walking around like they just, travel back in time. Okay, maybe it's just me. All right, moving on.
I love it.
Fucked Up Foods, friend of the show, Fucked Up Foods. Have Fucked Up Foods. They post a picture of a bag of oranges in that mesh bag. You know what the fuck what I'm talking about. And it just says, I love ripping the fishnets off the slutty oranges. Because you always have to grab a hold of that thing and just rip that shit to get an orange out.
That's awesome.
All right. And now we're getting some chuckles. Moving on. Friend of the show, Vincent Ellis Valier, post a picture and it just says Netflix charging $7.99 to add a user when they aren't paying their writers. And it's the guy that he played Chris, and everybody hates Chris, and now he's in Abbott Elementary, and he's just sitting there, and he's kind of got this look on his face, like no shit, Sherlock. Yeah. Netflix charging $7.99 to add a user when they ain't paying their fucking writers.
That's freaking.
No shit.
By the way, too, I saw that the top 6 executives at Netflix pulled together $170 million last year.
God.
And to settle all this stuff with the writers, they'd only have to pay $61 million.
61 versus 170 for 6 people. Yeah.
Fucking douchebags. Moving on. Friend of the show, Deborah M. Repost from Johnny Furtado says, give me your tenderest of loins. Butcher. That's not, please don't order it that way.
Behold, I am here to ask you.
Your tenderest of loins. Sirloin of beef is my name.
I hear like a swishing, like sword.
Yeah. I am sirloin of beef.
Hello.
Your tenderest of loins. All right, moving on. World of Super RPGs. Post a little thought from Lilith, period, and 3 cats in a trench coat. Says teaching STEM without teaching the humanities is how you get Spider-Man villains. Teaching theater without teaching the humanities is how you get Batman villains. And Lilith Penrod is 3 cats in a trench coat continues. You can't convince me that a guy running around in a scarecrow suit, a dude who a man who wears a top hat everywhere, and a dude who makes their minions dress in coordinating outfits aren't theater kids.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Great point.
It's solid. It's solid. All right, moving on.
All about the drama.
All about the drama. I was gonna make Michael read this one, but I think I got this. It's a picture of cells starting to multiply. I don't know if you remember what that process is called, but I'll tell you in a moment. My sister hits my foot by accident. Ouch, you just broke mitosis, because that is this process of cells splitting.
Oh my God.
My sister hits my foot. Ouch, you just broke mitosis.
Wow. So that's like a teenage high schooler dad joke.
Yeah.
That's a biology class. Okay.
Hey, I'm almost 41 and I got that in under 30 seconds.
I too understood that right.
All right. Funniest hub comments. A quote new, just met you. You might be a friend. What they do here at Funniest Hub Comments is they scroll Pornhub and find the funniest comments people leave on porn videos. Here we have a picture of a man wearing a stethoscope and a doctor's coat, and he's got a clipboard, and he is checking the heartbeat on a very busty actress. And sexually aroused post, the stethoscope isn't even in his ears. If you look closely, he does not have the end of that stethoscope in his ears. He ain't hearing shit. I'm starting to think he might not be a real doctor.
That's fun.
That's from acquaintance of the show. Funniest Hub Comments at P Hub Comments. Will we see them again next week? Maybe. Moving on. Internet Hall of Fame once again. He posts from Rachel here, who says, I have lived next to the same guy for 3 years. I thought his name was Steve. I call him Steve. His name is Steve in my phone. I've been to his apartment. We've had dinner. His name is Brian. His dog is Steve. I actually have people I know only because I know their dog's name. I don't know them.
You guys are hilarious.
I just say, oh, that's Ripper's dad. All right, moving on.
That actually makes sense to me because, like, as a dad, that's the way it is.
Oh.
Like, my kids' friends' parents, it's like,
yeah, it's Cooper's dad.
Yep. Yep. Elsie's dad. Yep.
Oh yeah. All right, moving on. M52 at contradiction 70 just says morning. And we have a row of chess figures, the king, queen, bishop, knight, rook, and pawn. They're lined up, and there's a butt plug in front of them. And it says, "Who are you, warrior?" So apparently the butt plug is now auditioning to be a chess piece. This piece comes to play on the board. Everybody fucking loses. All right, moving on.
You could also argue that this is a picture of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 butt plugs.
Anything, I have heard anything's a butt plug if you're brave enough.
All I can think here is how like a bishop can only move in diagonals, but the butt plug, what are its moves?
I think you throw it up in the air, let it land on the board, and whatever pieces are still standing, that's ones you still got left.
Did you think this is a dreidel?
No, I just think it's like a kamikaze type. It's like the nuclear bomb of the chess pieces.
You're the one playing Angry Birds with my chess pieces.
Yes. I was doing that shit in 3rd grade. What are you talking about?
Nice. Well, where's my
moving on?
Rocket? You borrowed my wrist rocket and I never got it back.
Right. This is the last one I got for round 3 here. Friend of the show, Satan at S8N. Friend of the show, Satan.
Thought you were dead.
Satan, it posts a picture of a woman and it says, "Satan, hey, I bought your soul last month." And the woman with her hand up in the classic talk to the hand because I'm not listening. She goes, "Me, no return. It's me, no return. Satan, please, it's making me sad."
No returns.
No returns.
No backsies.
All sales are final, fucker.
All sales are final.
All right, that's all I got for round 3, leaving only my post with the most. Sizemore. Go for it.
Excellent. Yes, Facebook for the Blind, episode 108. Can you freaking believe that, boys?
Can't believe it.
Wow. Strange stuff going on. Hey, I forgot last week, man. Marjorie Taylor Greene bought some chapstick. Did you hear about this? It was used chapstick that was auctioned off, and she paid $100,000 for it. So this is a blue mark safe from buying used chapstick alert. I mean, honestly, I think if you buy anyone's used chapstick at all in any
so weird,
very weird. I mean, is that some kind of a signal? Is that like, "Hey, Kevin, I want to suck your toes"? I don't understand what that means. What is it? Because it surely couldn't be, "My lips are chapped." I really, really need this for $100,000. I don't know. I don't understand.
Whatever she's saying it in a language I'm glad I don't understand.
It's true. I don't know why I'm milking this one so bad. I got to move really, really fast. This is a picture of ghosts and haunting, and it says, "This is what happens when you don't click your tongs twice before grilling." This is a picture of M&Ms from friend of the show, David King. If you're not following David King, you are missing out. We got the honeycomb crunchy M&Ms, which is a blue oval guy, and he's got a finger full of honey. He's looking over there to the left. And then we've got an orange crispy M&M with a worried sort of a mouth, and he's looking over to the right. So it kind of looks like maybe the blue M&M, I don't know.
You're gonna take that honey covered finger and put it somewhere.
Either that
looked like he checked his buddy's oil.
that's what I thought. Looks like he checked his buddy's oil. All right, we're on the same wavelength. Friend of the show, Dave King, second time back in the show, and we see a perfectly ordinary Carl's Jr. with a big sign. One big sign says, "Carl's Jr. now hiring, scan and apply." And another one that says $1 kids meal. Then the close-up on this 2 panel is $1.99 plus tax. It's
so tiny.
So tiny. It's just like, there's no text in this joke. It's just, but I'm just like, you know what? I kind of feel like the employee that had to do that was like, they're going to put this right next to the now hiring sign, and I want to warn them Read the fine print.
Yeah, right.
This is Facebook for the Blind, a weekly meme cast. You're not following them. You are missing out. Reposting Cowboys Make Better Socialists. This is a picture of guys in blue vests at a retail shopping place. And the guy is sitting there with his hands out like he's explaining something. And he's like, you got to look at it from corporate's perspective. They love money and they don't care if we die. So true. So true.
Good point. Good point.
Blockbuster tweeted out after Netflix stuff, friendly reminder that when you used to rent videos from us, we didn't care who you shared it with, as long as you returned it on time at Netflix. Snicker. Shots fired from Moist Buddha. Man, Moist Buddha in the house. Holy crap.
All over the place.
Friend of the show, Todd Wilbur, posts a picture from Chicago where I was this weekend. Says, when Lakeshore Drive doesn't fit on the sign, use LSD. There you go. True story. For the glory, greater glory of science, reposts bring evidence. Who repost Maura Quint, who I can't keep doing this. Just passed a farm with a big no vaccines, we trust God sign right next to the sign advertising that they were selling seedless watermelons. I had to think about that one when I first saw it, man. A little heavy duty. Friend of the show, Meg Slay, chiming in with Coco at Mystical as I'm not doing it anymore. Imagine you text me what that mouth do, and I say, come find out. Now it's 3 a.m. and you're on the edge of my bed listening to me talk shit about the government.
That's awesome.
I know, I want to marry Coco. Friend of the show, David Rothman says, okay, how about this? No more billionaires. None. After you reach $999 million, every red cent goes to schools and healthcare. You get a trophy that says, I won capitalism, and we name a dog park after you.
Perfect.
Yes.
Friend of the show, Marge, posts middle-aged riot saying, my dog is so obsessed with where other dogs go to the bathroom, she could be the governor of Florida. Moist Buddha, gentlemen. Moist Buddha. Extra
The moistest
Buddha,
of all the Buddhas.
extra moist. Moist Buddha says, well placed, Steve. Conversation with unknown person. Hey, John, I've been so horny since we last spoke. I've never felt like this after meeting a guy. Smiley face with heart eyes, lips, and a smiley face with heart eyes. Sorry, who is this? I'm glad your phone is working. It's Steve, your plumber. I have sent multiple overdue invoices, final notices, and called numerous times now. Please pay the invoice before I take legal action. Well played, Steve. In case you want to commit those words to memory, I've been so horny since we last spoke. I've never felt like this after meeting a guy. Man. Oh, crap. Nope. This one is from Give Me a Sign, acquaintance of the show, you know, a kind of a stranger of the show. But again, I like the cut of his jib. Brad Campbell posting billboards gone wild. We have a big billboard here covered in shingles, and it said, hot shingles in your area looking to get nailed. Okay, I don't care.
Stupid.
When life gives you lemons, and we have a picture of a lemon, this has been modified. That's bull. It's loaded bull, and you can see it's been bored out because they say that like it kills brain cells, but man, stoners are the most they're MacGyver motherfuckers. It's like I don't have
I like
anything.
MacGyving it. I like MacGyving as a verb. Yeah.
Yep. I don't have anything in the entire place except 3 pieces of macaroni and a sock, and I made it work. Like, I mean, like, dude, I've heard some crazy stories. Absolutely insane. Hey, somebody posted this one. What is a disturbing fact that most people are unaware of? And the answer is there's a reason people get ultrasounds rather than MRIs of their babies. And now we have the pictures, and it looks like
Oh, take it away.
No.
No. Ew.
I know. You guys remember Mars Attacks? We come in peace. We come in peace. Ha ha ha. Ack, ack,
That's
ack.
exactly. It looks like Mars Attacks. Exactly.
Woo! Or like They Live, or
Oh,
anyway, but
make
yeah,
it go
dude.
away.
This one right here, dude. You are my father. Ah. About 3 more till we get to our post with the most. The Mind Unleashed making another appearance in the show, reposting Allie Maynard, who says it's actually crazy we figured out how to grow real diamonds that are cheaper and better quality than the real thing. And so many people are still like, no thanks. The suffering is what makes it special. Woo! Friend of the show, Meg Slay, making a second appearance in the show, reposting the story we saw earlier. Jeff Bezos' yacht has been spotted on Kourou. It's out there, like, showing everybody it's worth $500 million. And Meg Slay has reposted Stone Cold Jane Austen, who says, frantically Googling how to communicate with orcas. And finally, for my penultimate round, oh, crap. Well, we already did it. So, hey, there's the end of that set. Big closer. Big closer. I even did it. Oh. And then back to you. Thank
Boom.
you.
Taking over for my post with the most. The final round.
The final round.
Picture of a concert. In the concert, everybody's holding up their iPhones, and one person is holding up a sign that says, "Your music saved me." And then directly below that, we see that all of this is for Big Mouth Billy Bass.
The fact that Sizewar was playing the Big Mouth Billy Bass song earlier only makes this even funnier.
What?
That's some very, very strange synchronicity.
That is.
That was my post with the most.
I don't even.
Your music saved me.
Oh, that is so funny. When is it going to? I swear, I'm getting it. I'm getting to it. Button. Where's the stupid button? There's the button. It's so funny. When is it going to? I swear, I'm getting it. I'm getting to it. Button. Where's the stupid button? There's the button.
Okay. Here we go with my post. Most of everybody. Friend of the show, Jason Jester, just says champagne, because oily iconic post therapist. You are your own worst enemy. Me, undefeated, baby. And that's my post with the most.
That is fantastic, man. First off, the best and worst of Twitter 2, and if you're not following the best and worst of Twitter 2, you have to, says, you just ordered Pizza Hut and a 2-liter Mountain Dew. You've loaded up Diablo on your PC. No school tomorrow. Your parents don't care if you stay up all night long. A perfect summer night. You are 39 years old. The year is 2023. Not actually my post with the most, but a damn good one. This is actually my post with the most, closing it out. Friend of the show, Wanda Sykes, in comedy shorts on my page. Until a drag queen walks into a school and beats 8 kids to death with a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird, I think you're focusing on the wrong shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wanda Sykes.
That was my post with the most. Just bringing up the dumb shit boogeymen that we got to deal with, and the reason that we do this show, to laugh about the absolute insanity of the collapse of Western civilization. Thank you, Jax. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Mary, Nan, Beverly, we love you all so much. Mwah.
Love you, George.
Recording sound.
Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook on the Fly. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.